Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Fire Trader from firetrading.org. I just wanted to go over our notes from this morning and some of the trades that we took. Today was, this morning was it was a phenomenal morning. We had a blast. There's so many stocks at play. Yeah, it was fun. So I'll just go ahead and jump into it. Basically, the first one on our notes that we traded was INO here. INO basically was gapping up with no news. So I said right there, if this pops it open and gets rejected at 16 and starts showing weakness, short it, bring it down for an all-day fade. This is exactly what happened. Pop out of the open right here. We got a little bit more than 16 right here, but once we saw it start getting rejected right there. Sorry, we took our short position and pretty much rode it out all day long. It was a beautiful, beautiful 3-point fade. Nice and easy. This was our top small cap short of the day. Every day, usually we've got about 2 to 3 small cap shorts that are basically just gapping up on no news, and it's just a kind of an easy, nice and easy, just fade on them. Let's go over AXSM. This one was a beautiful trade this morning. AXSM was a little hyped up this morning, and I'll kind of share with you why here. So they met their primary endpoint. That's great. But the problem was that what they were working on was agitation in patients with Alzheimer's. Agitation, that's kind of, anxiety, restlessness. So they're working on agitation. That's not going to hold up. I saw that AXSM was just getting a little too hyped up this morning. So I saw that once I dug into the press release, I read that part of it, and immediately I thought, short it. This is up too much. What they're working on isn't going to hold up, unfortunately. So what I wanted right here, I said if we get a pop it open to 125 and it gets rejected, short it. Should be an all-day fade. Otherwise, right here, if it starts to pull out of the open, short it, bring it down. That's what we did right here. Right out of the open, when we saw it start breaking this level right here, we saw it, and unfortunately, it kind of moved a little bit too quick for us. But what happened was it kind of pulled down like this, and it kind of snapped back up here for a second, and then we're able to get a pretty good short position on it, risking off here. And we took it down, taking off pieces along the way. I was actually, our first target was right here at 90, I believe it was 95.50. It might have been 96, but we had our first target right down here, which it hit perfectly. And then after that, we're looking for a fade back down to 85, but we didn't quite get it before we kind of started getting a little bit of a bounce and then just kind of grind it out for the rest of the day. But yeah, this one was a beautiful short this morning. Beautiful short. Let's see, LH. We'll go over LH here. This one was probably the trade of the day. AXSM and LH are kind of up there. So they got an upgrade this morning from Citi. I believe it was a 214 from 204, or maybe it might have been 224 from 204. That's great. It's an upgrade. Unfortunately, the upgrade isn't that significant. But what's significant about this is the upgrade price compared to the current price. And if Citi is giving this 200 plus price target and the stock's sitting down here at $160, yeah, of course that's going to get bought up. So I said right here, the first thing, I think this will get a push to 80 plus today, 180 plus today. So I said I'd love to see a pullback at open back down towards 170 and under. Watch for bottoming, go long for a nice slow grind higher. If this does pop at open to 175, let it flag out, curl before taking it long for the next leg higher. Okay? Out of the open right here, pulled. Bam, we hit 170.25, 170.28. I don't know what exactly it is. 170.25, and it got bought up. Now we missed this because we're kind of focusing on AXSM, but what we did instead was we just waited for this little downtrend to break right here. I'll show you guys real quick. Waited for this little downtrend to break right here. Bam, grabbed it. I got in actually a little bit late. I think I was right up here at 172.20, something right in here. 172.20s, I believe it was. And we rode it up all day long, hitting our 180 target right there towards the end of the day. 180.05. Beautiful trade. Beautiful. This is probably trade of the day. We could go over AUDC. They had earnings. I was leaning a little bit more short on this one today, just because of their earnings numbers. Their earnings numbers were good. The thing was, I wanted a little bit of a sell-off before we could go long. The problem here was it was gapping up a little bit too much for the numbers that they provided. So we need a little bit of a pull. So if we were to get that pull out of the open, we could kind of bring it down, gap fill it a little bit. Then we could bottom curl it and we could take it long. But I said if we get that pop out of the open, I believe it was 28 or 29 I was looking for. I'll pull up the notes here in a second. Then we'll get that sell-off kind of choppy grind for the rest of the day. So let's see the notes here. See, watch for a quick pop out of the open to 29, top it off and short it back down to 26 and under. Then watch for the curl and take it long. Let's see, we did not get 26, unfortunately. No, we got that pop to 29 like we wanted. I personally didn't trade this one. I kind of had a couple other trades going on. I know some people in the chat room did, but you know, we got the nice short. We got a nice 2-point short out of it. We didn't quite get to 26 and under like I was looking for, but it was a nice 2-point trade. Roku. This one was our trade out of the open. This one in AXSM. This one we nailed. This one we nailed it. I wanted a. Let's go over the notes first. Let's see. If this holds 124, I'll be looking to take a swing position as well as a day trade in it. I wanted to pull out of the open right down here towards 125, test that level, and then watch for that curl, take it long for a nice bounce, and move higher on it today. Otherwise, if we do get a pop out of the open to 128.50, watch for topping, let it pull back, and then take it long. So, as we saw it kind of pulling down right here, we didn't quite get it down to 125, almost 125.30. So what we did was we just waited as it was pulling down, took it on the next candle that made a new high. It was right there at 126. I actually got in, I believe it was 126.50-ish. No, it was 126.30-ish. It was right in here. And we popped it up, took off a piece right here into, actually it was right here into 128, right there. And then we just kind of put our stops at our entry right down here. And then we just let it ride out. And then once we started seeing it get really choppy, I just took it off. I don't like to hold positions when it gets really choppy. As long as it's trending in my favor, I'll hold it. But if once it starts getting into this chop like this, you know, it's up, down, up, down, up, down. That's when I get impatient. I can't stay anymore, so I just take it off. So it was a nice quick trade out of the open. CHK, we'll go over this one. This one was fun. Unfortunately, I didn't have shorts on it. I think some of the traders did, but this one I was looking for a sell-off on it. So I said right here, we're starting to lose a bit of momentum after this recent run, which it's had a fantastic run. So I was looking for this 35 level. And if we hold below, or if we held below this 35 level, take it short for a nice fade back down to 29 and under. If we reclaim this 35, then what we would do is we'd get a bit of a choppy day, and it would kind of set up a bull flag where we'd get that breakout, you know, in 2-3 days. We'd get that next leg higher if we didn't sell off today. But we did get that sell off, and some of the traders nailed the short. So we're looking for it. when I was writing my notes, it was right up here. It was in the 36 and 37s, and I was looking for this 35 level, but we actually started to get that sell off before the open here. So right when it opened, when we saw this kind of consolidation candle right here, and it started breaking this consolidation candle to the downside, we nailed it short, got halted. I told traders it's fine, keep holding it. It'll gap down. Came down, we hit our 29, and then we were looking for a 24 on it. We didn't quite get the 24 target, but after that we were done with it. Yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful short. And we'll go over Zoom. This will be the last one. Zoom. This one was a nice short out of the open. I was looking for a pop out of the open. Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, this one, when we were doing our pre-market discussion, it was already kind of moving. So I was calling out 165. I didn't have enough time to go back and change my notes before the market opened. So I told all the traders, look for the 165 short on it rather than the 160. So we got the pop out of the open right up here to 165, 164.75, and then we got that sell off back down, and we nailed it short right about here on the downside. We got a couple points out of it. We covered it up as it kind of started going against us. Yeah, that was nice. It was a quick trade, but yeah, it was nice. Cool. Thanks everyone for watching this. I'll put the link down below, but if you guys, we have a promotion going until May 1st. You guys can get 25% off on the chat room after May 1st. It's done, but the coupon code is FIRE25 off, all capitals on FIRE and off. Yeah, you guys can check us out, and that's only on a monthly. You guys can check us out one day for $10, 1 week for $50, or a month for $129. All right, guys, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and thank you for watching.